Well, I was influenced by Eric and his manager. They like Japan very much to go and play there, and they said if you're going to start a tour, you should do it in Japan because it's nice to play there, and he can tell.
Well, when we decided that we were definitely going to do this, that we were going to make a tour, the simplest way of looking at it is just where do we want to go? Where should we go to have fun and have a good time? Japan is the first answer.
Well, no, I just wasn't into touring so much, really. I toured in the 70s, and I've just done little bits of live concerts, just a song here and a concert there, but nothing much, because I always was doing other things, and I never really liked the idea of a lot of traveling around. It seemed like hard work to me. But now I'm ready to try it. I want to try it again and see, because you know, I'm convinced I can master the art of touring. I never really liked to be the front man in the band. You know, in the Beatles it was okay because I had two other people who were, well, three other people, but two of them who had, you know, enormous more desire to be in the front and to be, you know, like that. And for me, it was a nice position. I could be in the Beatles, but at the same time, I didn't have to be the front of the Beatles. And yeah, I don't really like publicity just when it becomes just for gossip reason, you know? And like all the magazines and things like that, newspapers, where it just becomes, it's nothing to do with what's happening, it's nothing of interest, it's just pure gossip. And the Beatles had to go through that period where we were hounded by the press, and I like to have my privacy. I don't think there's any, you know, I mean, my influence really musical was when I was a child, was whatever I heard on the radio or whatever music my mother played.
Yeah.
I heard old music from the 20s, 30s, you know, like that kind of music, like with big bands, or kind of what they would call kind of jazz now, like Cab Calloway and people like that. Then when I was in the 60s, I listened to Indian music. And I'd never heard it in my life before, and yet to me that music seemed so friendly, like something I knew. You know, my intellect didn't know, but deep inside me, it knew. Like, you know, I think music it all comes basically from sound, and the sound vibrations touch you in very, very deep, secret places.